For over 2 decades, we've watched SpongeBob SquarePants and assumed we knew who the real brains of Bikini Bottom were. But what if I told you that the character we've been calling the dumbest might actually be a secret genius? Today, we're diving deep into Bikini Bottom to settle this debate once and for all, and trust me, the results will shock you. I know what you're thinking. Patrick at number 10, the guy who lives under a rock and thinks mayonnaise is an instrument? But hear me out, because Patrick Star might be the most underestimated character in television history. Sure, Patrick fails basic intelligence tests and asks SpongeBob, "Hey pal, you just blow in from Stupid Town?" But when it comes to moments that actually matter, Patrick displays flashes of pure brilliance that would make Einstein jealous. Remember when SpongeBob and Patrick decided to become chocolate bar salesmen? It was Patrick's idea in the first place. When SpongeBob asked him what he wanted more than anything, Patrick's simple answer of a chocolate bar launched them into entrepreneurship. And while their sales technique was questionable, they actually succeeded in making money. But Patrick's real genius shows in Squidtastic Voyage when he saves everyone's lives with flatulence physics. While trapped inside Squidward's body with a broken submarine, Patrick comes up with the idea to make Squidward burp, creating gas bubbles that could refuel their engines. The trained professionals had to admit Patrick was right. Then there's the secret box incident. Patrick doesn't just keep a secret from SpongeBob, he creates an elaborate psychological game that drives his best friend absolutely crazy. The fake string revelation, while hiding the real embarrassing photo, shows a level of strategic thinking that would impress military tacticians. And let's not forget when Patrick temporarily became super intelligent after hitting his head. His final decision? Knowledge can never replace friendship. I prefer to be an idiot. That's not stupidity. That's choosing happiness over intellectual superiority. That's emotional intelligence at its peak. SpongeBob ranks higher than you'd expect because his intelligence manifests in ways that matter more than test scores. He's the only fry cook who can satisfy Mr. Krabs' impossible standards, create Krabby Patties that customers literally fight over, and maintain unwavering optimism in a world full of cynics. His emotional intelligence is off the charts. SpongeBob can befriend anyone, from his grumpy neighbor Squidward to reformed bullies. He sees potential in everyone and somehow brings out the best in people, even when they don't want him to. Plus, he's mastered skills that would challenge most adults. He's an expert fry cook, a dedicated employee, a loyal friend, and he's managed to maintain his childlike wonder while handling adult responsibilities. That takes a special kind of intelligence. Don't underestimate Mr. Krabs' teenage daughter. Yes, Pearl can be dramatic and obsessed with typical teenage interests, but she consistently demonstrates strong mathematical skills and business acumen. Mr. Krabs wants her to inherit the Krusty Krab someday, and that's not nepotism. That's recognizing genuine talent. Pearl understands both teenage culture and business principles, making her a bridge between generations that few characters can match. What makes Pearl particularly intelligent is her social awareness and marketing instincts. She knows exactly what appeals to her generation and could modernize the Krusty Krab's appeal to younger customers. Her ability to navigate teenage social dynamics while understanding business fundamentals shows a maturity that goes beyond her years. Being a driving instructor in Bikini Bottom, especially SpongeBob's driving instructor, requires superhuman patience and intelligence. Mrs. Puff has successfully taught countless students to drive safely, and her methods are sound. It's just that SpongeBob is an impossible case. Her ability to continuously adapt her teaching methods, survive multiple accidents, and still maintain her professional standards shows remarkable resilience and intelligence. Mrs. Puff's intelligence shines in her ability to create new teaching strategies for each student's unique needs. She's developed elaborate safety protocols, emergency procedures, and psychological techniques to help nervous drivers. The fact that she's maintained her teaching license despite SpongeBob's destructive tendencies proves she's mastered both educational theory and crisis management. Squidward often gets dismissed as pretentious, but he's genuinely educated and cultured. He understands art, music, literature, and sophisticated culture in a way that sets him apart from most Bikini Bottom residents. His problem isn't a lack of intelligence, it's that he's surrounded by characters who don't appreciate his refined tastes. Squidward's intelligence is academic and artistic, even if his personality makes it hard to like him sometimes. Squidward's artistic intelligence extends beyond just playing clarinet. He's a skilled painter, sculptor, and dancer who understands complex artistic principles. He can analyze artistic techniques, compose music, and create original works that demonstrate both technical skill and creative vision. His intelligence is wasted at the Krusty Krab, where his talents are completely underutilized. Mr. Krabs built the Krusty Krab from nothing into Bikini Bottom's most successful restaurant. That doesn't happen by accident. His understanding of business, customer psychology, and profit maximization demonstrates practical intelligence that translates directly into real-world success. Yes, his obsession with money can cloud his judgment, but you can't argue with results. He's created a business empire and maintained it for years while keeping his employees motivated and his customers satisfied. What really showcases Mr. Krabs' intelligence is his ability to adapt to changing market conditions and customer demands. He's survived economic downturns, competition from the chum bucket, and countless bizarre situations that would sink most businesses. His strategic mind also shows when he recognizes SpongeBob's unique talent and keeps him as his star employee, understanding that SpongeBob's enthusiasm and skill are irreplaceable assets to his success. Before we reveal the top 4 smartest characters, make sure you hit that subscribe button, or you might get stuck in something from where you can't get out. Here's where things get interesting. Gary might be SpongeBob's pet, but this snail possesses abilities that defy explanation. He can read, drive vehicles, play musical instruments, and solve complex problems, all while being a gastropod with limited vocal abilities. Gary consistently demonstrates problem-solving skills that surpass most of the show's human-like characters. He understands multiple languages, navigates complex social situations, and often serves as the voice of reason when SpongeBob gets in over his head. The fact that Gary accomplishes all this while being treated as a simple pet makes his intelligence even more impressive. He's essentially hiding his genius behind a facade of being an ordinary snail. Now we're entering the genius tier. Plankton runs his own restaurant, creates elaborate schemes, and builds incredibly advanced technology. His inventions include robots, mind control devices, and complex machinery that would challenge real-world scientists. Yes, his plans usually fail, but that's due to his impulsive personality and emotional instability, not lack of intelligence. The sheer creativity and technical skill required for his schemes prove he's operating on a genius level. Plankton's real weakness isn't stupidity, it's that his emotional intelligence can't match his technical brilliance. He's too impatient and ego-driven to see his plans through properly. Sandy Cheeks represents pure scientific genius. She's an expert in multiple fields: marine biology, land biology, physics, engineering, and martial arts. She built her own underwater habitat, designed her airsuit, and created inventions that bend the laws of physics. What sets Sandy apart is her versatility. She understands both land and sea environments, making her uniquely qualified to solve problems that stump everyone else. Her combination of theoretical knowledge and practical application makes her nearly unstoppable. Sandy's intelligence is also tempered by wisdom and emotional maturity. She rarely lets her ego interfere with her judgment, and she uses her abilities to help others rather than just showing off. The smartest character in SpongeBob SquarePants is Karen Plankton, and it's not even close. As a supercomputer, Karen processes information faster and more accurately than any biological character possibly could. But Karen's intelligence goes beyond raw computational power. She demonstrates emotional intelligence, strategic thinking, and problem-solving abilities that consistently surpass her husband, Plankton. She often comes up with the ideas that Plankton takes credit for, and she's the one who keeps the chum bucket running. Karen sees through Plankton's emotional outbursts and ego problems, offering practical solutions that would work if Plankton would just listen to her. She's analytical, logical, and remarkably patient with a husband who rarely appreciates her contributions. The most telling evidence of Karen's superior intelligence? She stays married to Plankton, despite having countless opportunities to upgrade to a better situation. That suggests she sees something in him that others don't, or she has long-term plans that none of us understand yet. What do you think of our intelligence rankings? Did we get it right, or would you rank these Bikini Bottom residents differently? Let us know in the comments which character you think deserves the title of smartest, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite animated series.